All right, last set in this reviewing the Acceleracers trading card game series. This is going to be the Metal Maniacs cards, and we're just going to jump right into it and kind of jump into the rarity of these cards because this is another one of those sets that's really hard to complete. Hollowback is the first one, the very first card in the card game. This is a beautiful card, and again, I'm biased. I love Hollowback. It's probably one of my favorite cards in the series and just in general. Always love the car as well. Forgive me, this is the CM6 version, but in the card it's CM5, but really love that satin paint job on it. Very, very cool. Arguably, I'm gonna go ahead and say this is probably my favorite set in the game, and I'll kind of go into why. So Jackhammer, this is the bike, whoops. This is Porkchop's bike, very mean bike, really cool. Again, I've said in every video, I really wish they would have made these motorcycles into the actual diecast line. It would have been really cool. Acceleracers version, I should add. I know that this is an actual Hot Wheels car. Riveted, very cool art on this. Love Riveted, love the model of this car is really awesome. This set will kind of give you a glimmer of hope that you could complete it because Jackhammer, Hollowback, Riveted, and next Roland Thunder, Ratified, Jackhammer, Powerbomb, all those cards are easy to find. There's two regular cards, there's two hollows, and then there's some torqued Metal Maniacs that are really hard to find. But if you start collecting, you'll actually probably pull a lot of these regular Metal Maniac cards, and you'll kind of say, oh, I could probably complete this, and then you'll be very sadly mistaken, and I'll show you those cards. But here's Roland Thunder. Again, another one of those like really popular cards with me. I love this car. Again, I have that right here. Gorgeous car. Love this dark red paint job on it. Love the side decals, just awesome. Ratified, crowd favorites. Not really, but really like how the card and in the movie that it's red, but like in the actual car it's like brown. I really wish they would have made it red. Would have definitely probably increased the popularity of it because it would have been movie accurate. Here's the first hard card to find is Flathead Fury. These go for like probably $20–25 a piece. Very rare, very hard to pull. And what a beautiful card it is as well, especially with the CM5 wheels. The paint job on the side, just awesome. Really cool card, really cool car. Just everything about it is awesome. Powerbomb is next. This is another easy one to find. Really love this car. I've always loved Powerbomb. Very cool art on it as well. Just kind of parked in the garage like that. And Piledriver. This is probably a little bit harder to find than Flathead Fury. This is definitely like, as far as rarity goes, it's probably about as hard as finding a regular reverb card or chicane. It ranks up there with that like really hard to find category because I've never pulled this card. I had to find this on the internet, and even then it took me forever to find. So very lucky to have this card. Definitely don't see too many of these rolling around anywhere. Then Jackhammer. Love the art on this. I really wish they would have made the car a CM5 on the actual Hot Wheels. But at least in the movie and the card, it is a CM5 wheel. It really makes this car look awesome. Very beautiful. I love Jackhammer. Crowd favorite from my childhood. Spinebuster. Yikes. What is that? Oh, a little bit of a bend in it. Really cool card. The Spinebuster in the card really looks different than the actual car and in the movies. Can't really explain it. It just looks different. Like the fin in the back isn't as big and the front kind of comes out farther. Just very different looking, but still really cool. You can definitely tell it's still a Spinebuster. So now we're gonna get into the torqued Metal Maniacs. This is one of the first hard ones to find. I don't think this card is very hard to find, but for me it was. This is probably one of the last 10 cards I needed for my complete set of all the Acceleracers cards. It's beautiful. I love this card. I love the over angle, the overhead view, I mean. Just everything about it is so cool. Such a cool card. Torqued Jackhammer. This torqued vehicle is not very hard to find, but definitely cool looking. That's probably the sickest bike out of all the four. Torqued Riveted. They really made a cool angle for this. Another one of those torqued vehicles that's not rare, but definitely cool to look at. I love Taro's car. It's so cool. I love how he never changed it except from his 70 Roadrunner. All right, arguably my favorite card. I love this card. Torp, Roland Thunder is so cool going on like that in that angle, and seeing how the wheels just shine and how it's kind of got a sleek look to it. Such a cool card. This is, if it's not my number one, it's definitely my top 5. Such a cool card. Torqued Ratified. Kind of see his head popping out there. I just noticed that. Pretty cool card. Definitely like it better than the original Ratified card. Yeah, it's kind of got that desert ground look when you're driving to it, like the smoke in the background. Pretty cool. Torqued Flathead Fury. This is cool. They really made this car look long. I know it's a long car, but I didn't think it looked this long in the movie. But definitely cool, especially with the shining rims. The window right there makes it look really cool. Also, the back spoiler is just awesome. The first holo is Torqued Powerbomb. So this is definitely probably my favorite holo. I love Powerbomb, the car. I love the art on this. I love the shine it gives to it. Very lucky to have found this card. This is another one of those cards that took me a while to find. Just anyone selling it. I definitely did not pull this card, but was lucky enough to find it for a really good price. And it's definitely one of my more mint cards. As you can see, there's not really any nicks on it or any sun damage or anything to it. So definitely a gorgeous card. Torqued Piledriver. This one's really cool too. This one's gained a little bit more value. This is probably a $5 or $7 card now. Very cool. I love all the angles of these cards. They're all going like to our right, and it really looks cool when you have them in the binder all together because it just looks like they're all in sync. And the last card is Torque Spinebuster. This is one of the, probably halfway through my set I found this card, which is really interesting because when I found this card, I had trouble finding it. I couldn't find anyone who was trading it or selling it, and then finally I bumped into one guy who was had an extra, and it's not super mint, but that's why I was able to get a good deal on it. So definitely happy to have this. A really cool angle on it. I love the engine in the background. Just makes it look awesome. So that is it. That is all the cards in the trading card game. I kind of talked about this in my last video. If you're going to collect these, the Metal Maniacs and the Teku are going to be very hard to find simply because of Piledriver, Flathead Fury. The holos in the set are very hard to find, and just finding all those random torqued vehicles is also hard as well. So that's it. That is all, I should say 235 cards, because I know I didn't have jump jets, and I did not have any of the 10 3D foils. I don't plan to get them, so there are plenty of videos online, I think, of people showing them, and there's some on Reddit and everything like that. Next part of the series, well, this series will be over because that's all the cards, but currently I'm on my way to collecting all the cars from the Acceleracers movie. Also got my Gen 2 collection of Hot Wheels. I'm almost done collecting all of those. I got some of the harder ones like Spec-Type Chicane, RD08, Carbide, Battle Spec, all those really cool ones. I'm missing about 3 or 4, I think, so, but definitely cool. So if anything, I'll probably finish these before I finish the Gen 2s. So I'll probably go into maybe doing some detailed looks at these. So that'll be really cool. Thank you guys for joining me on this journey of the cards. I hope you guys have learned something. I hope that I've encouraged some of you guys to go out and find some of these cards, because it's definitely fun to collect. I know I said it was frustrating trying to find some of these cards, but really what that means is just it's really fun to hunt down all these cards. I had such a blast collecting them all, and it's so satisfying when you finish the set. So definitely encourage you guys to get into it. It's very fun, and I wish you guys the best of luck. Thank you.